or the doing. Yes. So we're doing the letter writing, and yes, for your syllabus, this time we have done informal letters and we have done letter to the editor. And letter to the editor is a formal piece of writing. And we are going to write a letter to the editor highlighting any issue which is there, right? So it could be, yes, like, so for the editor, highlighting any issue, right? Any social message you want to convey, right? Yes. And or a problem here, anything that you want to highlight. And it is not always a negative issue that you want to talk about. It can be something positive work that can be done, right? Now, yes, do you remember the format of the letter? Yes. Karan will keep quiet. Quiet. Okay, I'm just, what is the format of the letter? You have the sender's address. Who is the sender? You are the sender. Who is writing the letter? The sender is writing the letter. And in the question, if the address is given, you will use that address. If it is not given, what will you write? You will write examination hall XYZ city. Okay. If address not given. Okay. Then what do I do next? I leave a line. I write the date. What is the date today? 8 February 2022. So your way sometime, right? So February 8, 2022, 8 Feb 2022. Either way, it is acceptable. Okay, right? This is a sender's address. This is here. Then comes the receiver. Who is going to get your letter? The editor. So the receiver will always be the editor. Okay, right? So editor, it could be any newspaper. No. So the Tribune, it could be Chandigarh, Delhi, any place, wherever. Any problem, boys? Have you written something? Leave a line after writing the sender's address. There has to be a line here and a line here. Clear? Then after this, what do I write? I write the salutation. Yes. So write it is sir or madam, because the editor can be either one. You can also write down dear sir also. It is perfectly acceptable. Then comes your, or have I done it the other way? Subject and then salutation? Yes. So then what comes here? Let me rub it. What? Then you write down the, what is the subject? Can we talk about an issue that we want to highlight? Then we will write it down. Yes, anything else? Yes, Ribham, can we talk about any problem? Can you tell me which problem you'd like to discuss with the editor? Okay, the effect of, okay, right. Okay, fine. So rash driving. First of all, teenagers, should they be allowed to drive? Yes. So here it is. We're not complaining. We are just discussing this problem. We're highlighting here. Okay. So it would be just simply yes. What is the topic that you're writing about? Rash driving among the teenagers, right? And this problem, it is not necessary to happen. It is happening driving in Jalandhar, it can be in Ludhiana, it can be Ambala, anywhere. Yes, in the yes, here in the Indian cities that we talk about. Right. Then of course comes your salutation. You can write down your sir or ma'am. Then we write down our introduction, that you are a regular reader of the newspaper and you want to highlight the problem of yes. Yes, so it is a platform where issues are highlighted, and I would like to take this opportunity to bring to the notice of the public the problem of rash driving among the teenagers. Now, like here, before we start writing the letter, when we read about road accidents, we read about road accidents in the newspaper. So it is every week we read about something, and it is such a big tragedy. It's a big tragedy. And some accidents, yes, they happen. It could be because of the bad roads, because of the bad weather, right? But a majority of the accidents, they are because of bad driving. And when people lose their lives here because of the carelessness, it's a big tragedy. And if those people who have died, if they are teenagers, it is even more sad. Now, Karan is going to keep quiet. Why do you think there's so much problem with teenagers? First of all, are teenagers allowed to drive? When are they allowed to drive? When they are 18 or yes, 16, when you get your learner's license. So then, why do you think these teenagers here, accidents happen? What is it that they are doing that they should not be doing? You get the vehicle, what do? Okay, I've got this Activa, let me take 2 or 3 friends of mine, right? So we load 2, 3 friends, do a circus on the road. Yes. And when you are with your friends, what happens? You are sensible or you become careless. You get careless with your friends at times, you get casual at times. Then what about traffic rules? Do you obey at all times? What are we supposed to do? When a red light is there, what are you supposed to do? Stop, right? And even at a yellow light, you're supposed to slow down. That seat is going to be red now, isn't it? Right? So you have to be cautious. You have to follow all the traffic rules. How many of you wear helmets when you are driving? No, my hairstyle will get spoiled, isn't it? Are you 16 or 18? How old are you? Are you supposed to be on the road? No. Right? Right, so here you're talking about this, and of course when we read the newspaper we find that a big percent of the accidents, it is because of the teenagers. They do not follow traffic rules, they do not wear a helmet, and yes, as a result, what happens? Incidents like this, they happen. Sometimes it is the bad roads also, you might blame it. It could be the bad weather. But who do you think is responsible? Is it only the children, or do you think parents are also responsible? Parents are responsible. They should not hand over the vehicle. So first of all, you will give your introduction, right? Give your introduction. Now this is an opportunity for me to discuss this problem. Discuss the problem. Here you can talk all about this here, right? Youngsters getting the vehicles, about traffic rules, becoming careless. Then after the problem, what do we talk about? What do we talk about? What is the solution? What is the solution to this problem? No. What is the solution to this problem? That parents need to be strict? Yes? Yes. So the parents, they need to be strict, very vigilant. Authorities also. And when everybody is here, you know, so fined or some kind of action they need to be need to be taken, only then the teenagers will be scared. So let us make our rules very strict. Let us make the traffic rules so strict that the teenagers do not come out on the roads. Right? And why do parents give the teenagers vehicles? Yes, why do you think the youngsters get the vehicles? To show off. Is it to do some work? Is it? Or what else? Nowadays, we have one very big excuse, that is we have to go for a tuitions and all. So that is why we need a vehicle. But if you are taking this vehicle for your tuitions, you have to be responsible. So is there any kind of guarantee that you've gone for tuitions and you're going to come back home directly? So both have to be very, very strict. Parents need to be strict. Authorities need to be strict. And in case the teenager is found to be breaking the rules, I think so the parents should also be called. That you've given the child the vehicle, please make them follow the rules. There should be no shame in wearing a helmet. A helmet is meant to protect us, to keep us safe, right? And what do youngsters do? They'll be, they are there driving on the road and they see a policeman. What do? They immediately take a U-turn. And what happens here? They might crash with a vehicle coming from the opposite direction. That is even more dangerous. So if you have broken the rules, and be brave enough to face the punishment, the consequence. Why? You can't be so brave to drive the vehicle, right? So be brave to meet the policeman also, right? So we should here avoid such things. Be careful, be alert, wear a helmet, and of course here, one more thing, that is, I've got this very nice suggestion is, let us promote walking. Let us promote cycling also. Let's make our streets safe for cyclists. And in the long run, it will definitely benefit our environment, our health, our safety. Right? So if we have, yes. Right, absolutely correct. I'm getting such wonderful suggestions here from the girls. And yes, here, that is one is, let us promote cycling. Right? And yes, it's not only going to make you healthier and fitter, but it will reduce the pollution. Yes, boys, what are you doing over there? Please stand up and separate. Go on the last bench, you. Get up, move. What about public transport? But if we have the local buses here within the city, you know, like you have city buses and all things like that, it would be much better. Yes. Yeah. So you have the public transport you can use the you can say about the city buses, which could be there. Autos, definitely, yeah, we'll say big because of pollution. Not necessary, not everybody is like that, isn't it? But one thing is very, very important. Teenagers should learn to accept responsibility, right? We should learn to accept responsibility. If I am here on the road, I have to be responsible. Remember, your parents are there at home waiting for you. You are the most important person for them in the family. right? So you have to remember that you have to be very cautious, always careful, always. Fine. It's so easy to ask for a vehicle. I'm 15 years old, I'm 16 years old, so now I need a two-wheeler. And sometimes, the kids are there, they're not even tall enough. The feet don't even reach the ground, they don't touch the ground, and they'll be dragging Activa twice the size. What? See, it is the parents who are at my fault. They should not give the car. And how old is he? How old is he? Very sad, very strange, right? So here, now we have talked about, we've given our introduction, we've spoken about the problem, we have given a solution, so many solutions we have come up with, responsibility, we need to be aware of traffic rules, we have to have a better public transport system, we should promote cycling, isn't it? Right now, I'm going to give a conclusion. Whenever we write any writing skill, whether it is your debate, whether it is a speech, whether it is a long letter that you're writing, when you wind up an answer, you just don't put a full stop there, finish, I've given the solution, full stop, right? Let us give a conclusion. How can we conclude? That is, yes, so the youths, they are the most important wealth of our country, aren't you? You're the future, and it is important that we tell them to become responsible at a young age. And in the end, what do you expect the editor to do? Why are you writing this letter? To highlight it. So yes, I hope that you would publish my letter in your esteemed column. Yes, so that the public can be aware of this issue, isn't it? Right? We can rephrase it. We can break that very, what you can say, same lines that we are writing from class 6 onwards. So we can give some room. Yes, make some space for my letter, isn't it? Right? So we can write the other way also. Right? How do we end the letter? How do I end the letter? Yours truly. Give your name. If a designation is given, supposing you're writing as the president of the society, right? As you can say chairman of any organization, you can write that also. Designation you will write down if it is given in the letter, okay? If it is given. Otherwise, you will write your name only. All of you, do you have the format of the letter? Yes. We have done, Karan has not written a single word and he's sailing. For today, show me today's work. Have you completed the letter? Where are the points of discussion that we have written? Okay, I'll see you later tomorrow. Please give me a reminder that we have to see his letter. Okay, right? I know you're his very good friend. Okay, enough now. This is what happens when we have students here. So there are bound to be disturbances. And this is the beauty of offline teaching, that we have students here and unexpected responses and unexpected reactions. Otherwise, I keep on talking to a screen only, isn't it? Right? So it's nice to see your faces. But yes, here, once again, if you are here in the classroom and if you are at home also, I expect you to be, you be regular now. Now start reading your chapters, start revising for your test. Our test day is Saturday. In case there's any change here, we'll let you know. I don't think there is going to be any change. And of course, I will be telling you the distribution of the syllabus. So tomorrow I will let you all know what is the syllabus for the revision test, and automatically you will know that this is the syllabus for our final term, right? Keep on practicing how to write, because it's been a long time that you have been away from writing. So please show me proof that you are writing. 3 and for 7, 11, 13 students are here today. Where's the 14th one? Okay. 2. Oh, very good. Very good. Yes, very nice. 13. Yeah, 14 students are present here today. Okay. Right. So I'll just